Hey there. So if you're here, I can assume that you've accepted the challenge and you decided to take us up on our contest here. And hopefully you've gotten through and you have digitized your logo that you plan on simulating with the ball balancing table. And now you need to know what to do with that. So you've got your CSV file, and what I'm going to do here is open up Activate. And then I'm going to load the Activate program. So in my case, I have called that program Path Follower. And this is going to be the Activate program. So this is the controller. This is what's going to simulate the motion of the ball balancing table. So Activate is going to act as the controller, and it is going to do one of 4 different things. And the cool thing about this program is it allows you to simulate it in 4 different ways. You can kind of see that with this plant here. Option 1 is to actually use the Acron ball balancing table. And what this will do is, with this connected via USB cable, it's going to allow you to use the Arduino inside the ball balancing table to actually run this on the ball balancing table. Now, assuming you don't have one of those, we're going to be focusing on options 2, 3, and 4 here. 2 is going to use the linear controller within Activate to control it, and 3 is a nonlinear. But we're going to ask you to use option number 4 here. And option number 4 is a co-simulation using our MotionSolve software to have Activate act as the controller and drive the motion model. So in essentially, it's doing the exact same thing that you'd be doing here with option 1, where you're driving the actual ball balancing table. But since you don't have the ball balancing table, the next best thing is to virtually simulate it. Use that digital twin concept to drive it in the motion simulator. Now, how are we going to do that? Really easy. All you need to do is come up here to this model icon right here. It's going to open up this little window. Let me expand that out here. The first thing you're going to want to do is load up your CSV file. So what I do is, in the directory that I have all of the files for this program, I have put and taken the liberty of creating a CSV file. So let me open that up right here. Nope, that's not it. This is it right now. Well, I guess that's close enough. So this CSV file here, what I've done is I've just put in some values. So I just programmed these in. Starting out at 0, 0, 0, right at the center of the table. It's going to come to 50, 50. It's going to hang there for a few seconds, come back to the center, and then go to negative 50, 50, and then come back to the center, and negative 50, negative 50, back to the center, and then 50, negative 50. It's going to create an X. And of course, your CSV file is going to be substantially longer than this. It's going to be a smooth, digitized version of your school logo there. And so you're going to want here to come here and put that in. So mine, I just called this cross.csv. And then this right here, this plant choice, this is where we're going to choose how we want to simulate this. If I had the ball balancing table, I'd have it go to 1. But I'm going to make sure that it's set for 4, and you can see it's already set for 4 here. So we're all set. And that's it. I'm just going to come here, click OK. Everything else is built right here into Activate. And then I'm going to come here and I'm just going to click Simulate. What this is now going to do is it's going to begin to run the Activate program. It's going to use Activate as the controller, and it's going to create this co-simulation. If you're not familiar with co-simulation, what that's going to do is it's going to use 2 different engines. It's going to use the Activate engine to act as the controller and the motion engine to simulate the behavior of the ball and the table. And if I double click on this little X, Y position here, that should, try that again, there it is. That'll bring up this little table view here, and as soon as that simulation starts running, you're going to see that ball start moving across the table here. Cancel that. Try running it again. I think I inadvertently stopped it. And that should start running real quick here. There we go. And now the ball is going to start moving across. So we're seeing a simulation of the ball. And this is where that co-simulation is happening. So Activate is determining how the directions to send to the servos within MotionSolve, and then MotionSolve is simulating the motion of that. And it's as opposed to the touch screen, which is what the actual ball balancing table is going to use to determine the location of the ball. There's a measurement that we've placed onto that that's going to measure the center of the ball to the center of the table, and we're going to have this information flowing back and forth between the two, and that's exactly what digital twin is. That's being able to create an exact virtual copy of a realistic, a real world scenario, in this case, the ball balancing table. And so we are going to get an exact representation of how that ball balancing table would behave utilizing the power of Activate and MotionSolve. And so we can see the behavior there. We've got that kind of X. What's going to happen now is as soon as it finishes the simulation, it is going to create an H3D file. It's going to put that H3D file in the same directory that you ran your motion from. And if you proceed on to the next video, we're going to talk about how to bring that H3D file into our Inspire Studio software. So you're going to be able to see the visual representation of this. You're going to see the motion of that. And then we're going to really put the finishing touch on this, and we're going to show you how to render that animation in photorealistic reality. So take a look at the next video, and let's see what you can do.